So, memories of Eric Embry. Um, so
Last great baby face of all time in the sportatorium. Hey, man.
Dad and him had become pretty good friends.
Yeah.
When Dad was booking
Mm-hmm.
World Class in
Yeah.
'87.
Yeah, brought him as and then turned him into his assistant because Eric was really, really sharp and in a lot of ways reminded Dad of himself when he was young.
And I bet if Eric sees this, I mean,
I'm sure he will see this.
out of the 12 people that are watching,
Get the ball.
maybe he's one of them. But Dad had just went back to work for Jim Crockett
because Eric was trying to talk him into staying here when Jared took over.
Mm-hmm.
He tried to talk him out of it, but Dad said, "Nope, I'm leaving. I can't. I can't work with him." And Eric said, "Okay, fine." And we offered Eric to come with us. Because now I'm gonna stay here.
Yeah, and we offered Eric.
No, with that and Al and Chris Adams too. Oh no, I'm gonna stay here with Eric. I'm going to promote.
So Dad flew out to Greensboro to do the first Clash of Champions with Al Perez.
The night that Flair made Sting.
And Mom was having an operation.
Yes, a hysterectomy, a complete hysterectomy.
And I'm not sure if the listeners needed to know
that. She sets everything on her timeline as before the hysterectomy and after.
So we were 9 years, 8. I was like 8.
It was like at the end of spring break, '88.
So we were like 8, 9 years old, something like that, and we needed a babysitter.
Yeah, and we were given a choice.
Yeah. So
let's give the choices. Let's give the choices. This speaks to what a humanitarian Eric Embry really is.
We just chose Eric Embry.
Well, it was the choice between either our grandmother, my mother's mother, or Eric Embry. Eric won hands down.
So
2-0.
We So yeah. So I guess I remember walking home from school, and I guess Dad told us, "Hey guys, I guess Dad left that morning. He dropped us off at school."
Well, we were still in. It was still spring break because that was at the end of that week.
I thought we went. No, because we went back.
That Monday morning
was the start back to school.
Yeah, because Eric made us clean up the house.
Right. Okay.
Because he wanted the place to be clean when Mom got home.
Right. So I just remember him. Okay.
I took like a bag of M&Ms, like a welcome home.
So I remember him showing up at the apartment where we were living like at 3:30, 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yep.
And I think we were outside throwing the football.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, here comes our babysitter, Eric Embry.
And we were playing monkey in the middle.
Yeah.
Keep away. After the matches, of course.
Yeah. So was that a Sunday?
That was a Sunday. It was Clash of Champions.
Okay.
The inaugural.
Okay. So I guess we weren't walking over to school. So yeah. So Eric Embry was our babysitter, and I just remember, he made us clean up the apartment that night. Well, first we watched.
It wasn't like a Joan Crawford style.
Right. Yeah, we watched Clash.
He grilled some burgers because he was very good at cooking. He had a catering service and owned a couple restaurants. And
he grilled. I thought he took us up to Wendy's.
That was for the Frosty. Okay. He made the burgers himself.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't remember that. We had a grill. There? Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hibachi.
Okay. Yeah, I remember we watched.
It's a gift from Kabuki.
We watched Clash of the Champions. Was it really?
No.
We watched Clash of the Champions. And I remember he was talking on the phone to somebody.
He was trying to do World Class out of Florida because he had given Dad some synopsis. I want to drop the light heavyweight championship to Jose Lothario, and then Dad and him going over this 30-minute long finish that involved the super sock in the aisle at the sportatorium. Even though Dad was no longer here, he was still trying to help one of his boys.
And I remember I was trying to get he was on the phone, and I was trying to get his attention or whatever, but anyways, then he didn't we cleaned up the whole apartment that night. And then I remember I was mad at him because I was like, I was like, dude, I don't really be, because we were going back to school the next day, and I didn't, and so I was mad because he was making us clean the apartment. And so all the fans used to, because Eric was a heel, all the fans would call him Erica. They go, Eric. So I was upstairs mad at him, and I just start going, Erica. And then I remember he asked you, he goes, what's a name he doesn't like? And I was kind of overweight.
And I said something. And
you go, he doesn't like the name Fatso. And I remember I heard Eric, I was at the top of the stairs, I heard Eric go, oh, I don't want to call him that. And he goes, hey, Chubby.
It was like he was kind of problem. Hey, Chubby.
Yeah. So, yeah. And then, I remember we woke up the
He
next.
drove us to school
he
in
dro-
that blue van.
Yeah, he had a blue van, and yeah, we were taking to school, and all our friends got to see us dropped off at school by Eric Embry, the light heavyweight champion of the
The man
world.
that paralyzed Pete Vander Graylen.
Yeah, so that was
He was a good guy. He still is.
smart. Yeah, but
Very smart guy.
very clever to the
I
wrestling
mean,
business.
if he, there are some guys that aren't as near as smart as Eric was and is. I mean, there have been some guys who, they can't accept certain things. Eric was more into business. Eric was the kind of guy like, okay, I can either push myself or I can, see what others do. And I can put myself in a good position and then I can see what everybody else has and I can elevate them. He thought a lot like Dad did. And Eric was the last guy. I mean, he got over here.
Yeah.
Heavily.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Right.
as a baby face, too.
Yeah.
I mean, because Bruiser Brody wanted to bring him in here sort of like a Fade type of guy. He goes, hey, no, Frank, I ain't doing that, man, but I'll do it like this. And I mean, Eric was, talking about the booking committee there in '89 in WCW, Eric would have been more qualified to be the booker there than anyone on that committee, pretty much. I mean, he knew what he could do, and he could get himself over, and he also saw how to get others over. Eric, when they talk about underrated minds in the wrestling business, Eric was tremendously underrated. Eric, brilliant guy.
I think he really understood how to connect with
Yes.
the people, either as a heel or as a babyface. He understood how to connect with them.
And knew, like a lot how Dad did, could see certain guys and know how to present them to make them, who to put them with to make them look the way the people see them. Because if you have a guy who's got something but he's horrible, he's not that good in the ring, you can work around that if you got the horses to pull the wagon.
Right.
No, but Eric was love Eric, and very, very smart, very, very, very underrated guy in wrestling. But